And here we are live with the Hooters. Mike is showing off his trumpet skills, which have improved drastically because he was working for a Netflix contract that fell through.
Yeah, so now I just randomly play trumpet. Holla sauce
is here. Holla sauce. There we go.
Gavin, hi. McNamara, it's time. Zeno.
Hey, Zeno.
Good luck for tonight. Thank you.
We need
Big night ahead of us. All right.
So we are separated by the continent because I went to California to do a little motorcycle trip, and Mike is still in Massachusetts, but we're gonna start doing these live things together again once I get back.
Yeah. Well,
by the way, Mike,
every week.
Yeah,
whether you're back or not.
That's right. Whether I'm back or not, I'm thinking if I really like this motorcycle trip, after I hit LA, I might drive across the country.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I will because I haven't done anything like this before, but if I like it.
I mean, 6 hours is very different than 3,000 miles.
Well, it'll be 6 hours a day for 8 days.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
No, especially if you break it up. You do like 2 hours in the morning, have lunch, do another 2 hours, and then 2 hours at night or in the evening. Sunset.
It would definitely be fun. Would you bring your Alto?
Yeah. I have a camper's backpack and I fit my Alto into it.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just a little hard in the back, honestly, because the backpack's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
And then the wind blows into your back and pack and it pulls it back. So it's like I feel in the shoulders a lot too. Yeah.
Sketchy.
It'd be cool if you drive your motorcycle out and we meet me in the middle and we ride back together.
That would be ridiculous. I don't know, man. The Vulcan, if I'm going to, I could do it. It's just, I'd want a bigger motor, I feel like. I don't know.
Wait, why? You can totally do a cross-country trip with that.
You think so?
What do you mean? It goes really fast.
It goes fast, yeah. It's just like...
It's chill, too. You have a good seat on the Vulcan.
Yeah.
What are you worried about?
I would just want like a touring bike, I think, if I was going to do that. Like a bigger, like, comfier bike.
I mean, the Vulcan is more comfortable than my Scrambler.
Really?
Yeah. For long trips, definitely.
Yeah.
Bring your Alto too. Do little Alto jams on the way.
I'm down to do a little motorcycle trip. I don't know if now's the time for me, but
yeah, well, I don't want to put you on the spot here to make a decision. I'm also not. I'm just gonna ride my bike down to LA, and if I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ride my bike across the country, it would be cool, and we both have bikes at the same coast.
Yeah, well, you do have a bike over here. It's just
but it's still in the shop. 3 months, so I've kind of given up the hopes on that one. I mean, I will have it eventually, but it's just I bought this thing in March, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a motorcycle in March, but it had a salvage title, so you need to get it inspected and blah 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 blah, and it's just literally been taking all year. Missing right.
Will the concert be live streamed? I wonder what concert they're talking about.
Which concert?
I'm sure there will be a concert that's live streamed eventually.
Wait, is this Sean Zeno? Or is it a different Zeno?
I don't know. It's hard to tell from the drawing.
You will probably say, are you Sean Zeno? No, probably not. Because I think you spell his name with a Z, actually. No.
Yeah, so I'm down. I really do want to do a motorcycle trip, actually. Like a week-long, just like motorcycle trip with saxophones where we camp. Well, make fires every night and play saxophones.
Why don't you meet me halfway?
Because I can't. Not right now. Not right now.
You have like good reasons. Why not?
I have good reasons.
Teaching.
I'm teaching. I'm finishing my solo album. But in September, after our gig.
Yeah. Yeah, it's September.
And it would be more comfortable. It would be better in September, honestly, because it'd be cooler. Yeah.
Yeah, we could go down to Miami.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk about this another time. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Mike, what do you think about this?
Connie says, Connie, that's not really how you spell it, actually. It's spelled with a Y.
Why? What is this?
Usually. Connie, do you want to elaborate on that?
Hey, I'm doing a live stream.
Oh, sorry.
I'll be right back. All right.
You want me to go or no?
Yeah.
You want?
Random Hero, we love you.
Look,
Maybe we should send Random Hero against Connie here.
This is the coolest dog. Ringo.
Fourth of July thing with too many zoos. Oh. Yeah, that's done. That happened.
Yeah.
But it's going to be released on the internet soon.
Yeah, Mike is mixing it right now. I'm going to bring Ringo.
Ficken. Connie Ficken. Okay, when you guys play songs with two tenor saxes, do you always play the same parts, or do you switch?
We all play the same parts.
Yeah,
we should switch though.
Yeah.
You remember we once, for some reason, like I think 9 years ago, we tried to switch. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Why were we doing that?
You would think that we'd be able to just play our parts. But
what do you mean?
Like you think we'd be able to play each other's parts, but it's not that easy.
Well, it depends what songs. I feel like the first album, I can probably play both parts. Maybe not for all songs, but like the easy ones, like number 1.
Yeah.
Number 7, number 5. Number 8. Very easy. But then the like low 4, I don't know. Low 4 is kind of complex.
Yeah. It's tough. Oh, hey, my little brother met one of y'all, and now he's studying jazz at the New School, but living in Washington. When he comes back to New York, what spots should I point him to checking out once he's back? Well, if he's interested in jazz, I would definitely say Smalls Jazz Club. I think the Fat Cat is done.
Yeah, I heard so too.
Sad.
Cleopatra's Needle. It's a restaurant jazz club uptown. I think 96th Street. It's pretty cool. I used to go there a lot when I just came to New York.
Cleopatra's Needle is nice.
Well, pricey, but pricey food. You should definitely wander around the parks too. I mean, I love the tunnels in Central Park. There's always musicians playing there, especially the one by the fountain.
Hey, Wenzel, what's this Connie person saying? Are these swear words in German? I'm going to bring them up to the screen here.
Yeah.
Those are German swear words?
Yeah, he's definitely German.
German dirty mouth. Dirty mouth German.
Dirty mouth.
Dirty mouth.
Can we invite him to speak with us? His
No,
video?
I don't think we want that.
Well, no, we wouldn't understand.
Well, he.
Kotzen. I can swear in German.
Yes, you can.
Nobody cares, right?
Big European tour in 2022. You know, there's gonna be a lot of swearing Germans. This person's got their ticket still for the Berlin show.
Oh, we are playing Berlin.
Yeah,
that's gonna take a long time though. 2022.
We're almost there. 2021's flying by.
I guess it's gonna be what like February. When are we playing Berlin? February? Is it February?
I think February. Yes, February. Yep.
Mike, I like open trials. You know, with the open inversion. Or inverting them, you know, mixing two of them.
That's nice. Open triads are beautiful.
Go up and down. It's a cool thing to do. If you have a board, you know.
I'm still practicing my drop twos.
You stopped practicing?
No, I'm still practicing them.
Oh, nice. How? Like this?
I'm pivoting at the top, so I'm going up then down the next one. Yep.
Nice.
It's pretty. And then doing it in all inversions.
Nice.
All 4 inversions.
I haven't done it in years, but I should do that again. I think my favorite inversion is the one with the cluster.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That is pretty. What's this one mean, Wenzel?
This means when you're very bored German and you don't know which live chat to go into, and you eventually find one that's like the word you say. It's like
this person does not look very happy. Look
well,
at that
they're
face.
doing a lot of swearing inside of themselves, you know. So
just all day long, Wixen.
Yeah.
Is that a German word?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Dirty mouth Connie.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, he's having fun with it. It's the internet and being an anonymous, you know, he would never say that in person.
He might. Maybe he just walks around and swears just one swear at a time.
Yeah. He's just like going shopping, getting some milk. Wichser. Ich muss kotzen.
Yeah. I love it.
He gets the change back at the grocery store and the Scheiße, nicht genug Geld.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what I'm saying.
It's good.
Maybe Connie does.
Connie does.
Yeah.
I know you guys are doing remix versions of the first album. Will you do Red Sky too?
That's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
That's actually a great idea. We should definitely do that. Red Sky really lends itself for electronic drums.
Yeah, it does.
And when are we gonna release the Hooch Odyssey?
I think in September or November, or maybe October.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to our management about it. But yeah, we finished this whole remix album. Basically, just remixed our whole first album and made all these crazy transitions and stuff. But we're not quite sure when it's gonna come out. But this year at some point.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
definitely
called a Hooch Odyssey. Mike, do you have your saxophone?
I do.
You want to play me some drop twos?
Sure.
Oh, someone is hyping up my book. Mike, someone is hyping up my book.
I know. I highlighted the comment.
Oh yeah.
My read is very dry.
Yeah. What scale are you gonna do it on?
I don't know.
So drop twos, I don't know how many musicians are watching this, but drop twos essentially is if you have a 4-note chords and you drop the second note from the top, which is not going to be the second in terms of the interval, but it's the second note from the top. And you can do that with any inversion. You invert a 4-note chords and then you still drop the second one from the top. And then you're going to get 4 really cool chords. That's one inversion. The other one. And then which inversion are you doing? What's on the bottom?
The fifth, so the first one, I think.
Have you done them on the melodic minor?
No, I'm just doing a major diatonic 7th chords right now.
I think the thing about drop twos is it expands your visual view of the saxophone, like internally, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, create this this idea of voice leading across octaves, you know?
Yeah, like bigger intervals.
Yeah, and then essentially also voice leading there, you know, like keeping in mind where each voice is and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing lines with that. It's so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to practicing that after this system. That's fun.
Yeah. Personal favorite pieces to perform? I don't know. Tom Frank. These people know about Tom Frank. Tom Frank's a bad man. Man.
I think my favorite song right now is Take 5. I'm not gonna lie, having so much fun. I feel like everyone has gotten over that song in middle school, but I'm having a late love affair. Damn, your trumpet chops really did get a lot better.
You think so?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You sound like
I haven't practiced in a while.
You sound like someone who got half a scholarship to get into the new school for trumpet. You know?
I sound like somebody who hasn't played trumpet in years.
Yeah. Your name could be
Used to play trumpet.
Jason Brasser or something.
Ooh. Jason Brasser. Hey, everybody, I'm Jason Brasser. Yeah.
No limits.
No
Yeah.
limits, Jason Brasser.
No limits, Jason Brasser.
Oh God.
Yeah, man.
Who did this to us?
Do you really want to know?
Anything Kenny G? All right. I don't actually know how it goes. I just know that first part. What's Connie saying now? Potty mouth. Potty mouth Connie. Yeah. Right?
But yeah, I get it. Woo! Boo!
Sorry.
You know, someone asked us a serious question earlier.
Really?
Yeah, I pinned it, but then I didn't answer it. Should we answer this question, or do you think it's too much for people?
Was it a good experience? Well,
Define good.
I think within going to the new school as a whole, there were many good and there were many positive and negative experiences.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think like it was one experience as a whole. It was more like a myriad of experiences
That's right.
throughout the years of attending the new school for jazz and contemporary music.
You know, I remember when Terry Lucas told me that my lips are too purple and my hair are too long, and that in America men should look more masculine.
Terry Lucas said that. She was not a good person.
She said that to me. She said my lips are too purple. I was just playing a lot of saxophone. Like I didn't have. She's like, "Do you have lipstick on?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Well, your lips look very purple and your hair is very long. In America, men want to be more masculine. You know, you should cut your hair." Anyway, sorry. I think you had something to say. I interrupted you with this.
I didn't have anything to say.
You said it's a good and bad experience, or many experiences in it. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I think it's kind of weird to take out like loans and like spend a lot of money on meeting other musicians.
Mm.
Like that's just a weird thing to do. But I mean, I feel like if they just had like a community of musicians that go to meet each other, that would be the same. But unfortunately, the institution makes it so that you have to pay a lot of money to just meet people. For me, really meeting people is the best thing about it.
Yeah.
You know, I met Mike there. You know,
I met Wenzel.
wait, you met me there too?
I met you. You met me. We met each other. It cost me more to meet you than it cost you to meet me, though. You were very expensive. Yeah. I'm still paying it off.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, good experience. I think if you're rich and your parents are going to pay for it, then go for it. You know, but in my case, I had to take out a ton of loans. Wenzel got a scholarship. I had to take out loans. You know, so like, it's still worth it because I met Wenzel and formed Hooch, and now music is my career. But I think I want to say that would have been possible without going to the new school, but who I was when I was 18, I don't think it actually would have been possible. I needed some guidance.
Yeah, I mean, same here, obviously. You know.
Yeah,
like,
I was a reckless maniac kid. Like,
yeah.
So it's hard to say, you know, but I think if you're sure that music is your future and that playing music is what you want to do, then it's definitely helpful to go to a place where there's a lot of other people that feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of great teachers there, you know. But it's an institution also, so it's like there's dogmas and there's grades and there's, you know, hierarchy, all kinds of bullshit.
I mean, you know, I think the weirdest thing about grading music is that it makes it like a competitive sport almost. Like there's such a thing as being good and bad at it, and it makes it very like this is cool, this is not cool. And I think that really music, obviously there is a lot that goes into learning it, a lot of discipline and practice, but like performing music and being a musician, I think means really just being spontaneous and connected to your feelings and expressing those feelings without regards to like what is considered good or bad or right or wrong. Is this the right song? Is this the right note? You know, like if you have too much intellectual ideas surrounding music, it kind of makes it sometimes hard to keep the real purpose in mind.
Mm-hmm. Truth. Here's a good question. What does positive masculinity look like to the two of you?
That's a good question. For me, I think it means trying to be fully aware of the history of masculinity and also being aware of it within yourself. And that I think is uncomfortable as a man for sure, because it means facing your own privilege, like, and realizing that we live in a society that's constructed based on male opinions. You know, like men have been basically ruling society and culture and oppressing women, and so sort of to recognize that wow, this is what it meant to be a man in the last thousands of years. And that was, you know, that's why Alexander the Great, for example, Alexander the Great was a man who killed a lot of men, and so like domination and all that was seen as good. And I think coming to terms with that as a man can be challenging because, you know, there's obviously still structures of that system that we inherit through our social environment. And then I think it also means using, I don't know, Mike, do you want to continue here?
Yeah, I agree with all that. I think positive masculinity would, to me, well, you know,
I basically just said what negative masculinity is.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I think we're entering an age now where masculinity, femininity are becoming very ambiguous in general. Like, people are coming to terms with the idea that really gender is a construct, And I think masculinity and femininity are as well. They're just like terms to describe this kind of ambiguous energy field that exists within all of us. But masculinity, in terms of like how it's generally understood, I think positive masculinity would be, instead of striving to be aggressive and like violent and dominant, to rather be protective and loving and gentle and strong
and serving,
and rather than like what you're saying, the traditional conquistador, like destroy and dominate, so that's what I would say positive masculinity would be, to serve and to use your biological, in terms of like biological masculinity, or your strength to help people rather than to hurt people. But,
right. I think that's really summarizes it for me as well. Like what you're basically saying is making that transition from dominating to serving. Like I think Western culture has so much programmed men to think that showing emotions is weak and bad, and that you need to be strong, have a strong ego, protect yourself, don't let anybody hurt yourself, don't show your feelings, and lead and say what is what, and then that's a good man, right? That sort of is an underlying assumption in our society. And I think like breaking apart that and realizing that serving, and I think I don't know, because for me sometimes I feel like masculinity and femininity are so ambiguous. Like I feel like could you even define them? What is masculinity? It's kind of like,
I mean, people have been defining it for years, but it's, again, we're entering an age where it's not. It is ambiguous. We're realizing that it's ambiguous and that it's really amorphic and constantly changing. I don't think it's even that important necessarily. I think it's more about love. I think really what it comes down to is that masculine, feminine, no matter what it is you identify with, you're serving love in your life and not your egoic needs. You're not chasing selfish desires.
Yeah, I think basically saying, cultivating positive masculinity is basically also saying overcome your ego and become a more humble, loving person.
Yeah. For sure. Oh, here we go. This isn't swears coming from Connie. Nice.
Oh, dude, he's getting it. He's starting. Yeah.
That is right, Connie.
You figured it out.
You're doing great. You're doing great, Connie.
Keep going. Use that German mind of yours. Keep cranking away at those numbers, and don't get lost in swear words.
Stick to the math. Ooh, just a math problem. I suppose anything could be a math problem, really. Yeah.
I actually don't think that's true at all.
No?
I think that masculinity and femininity are so the opposite of math. Like math is like very clear-cut, defined concepts, while I think masculinity and femininity are very like felt and like what is it exactly? No one really agrees. Someone says femininity, masculinity are both genderless. Anyway, but maybe this question wasn't even supposed to be taken seriously. Who else? Who else has something? What should we talk about, guys?
That's an interesting perspective.
I like that perspective, actually.
balance. It's really coming. I think what we're getting to here is balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just said this. Balance equals math.
Oh, dude, this guy's ahead of me. He's right. Or girl. I mean, I don't know who.
Farron.
Does.
Yeah.
Balance.
Yes.
Yes. Finally, someone with some sense. Mike, what is this?
Rhythm changes?
Yeah, that's right.
did
I love rhythm changes.
I went to jazz school.
Yeah. I love rhythm changes on alto though, dude. It's like
Yeah.
I'm just so sick of playing it in B flat on the tenor.
Right.
He played. I mean, I guess you can play in other keys too, but I don't know. On alto, it just sounds so different.
As an alto player, as a sax player, I'm amazed by all the circular breathing you guys do. How did you guys go about learning that? Well, I just started doing it one day. By this kid Steven Lugener showed it to me, and I don't know. I kind of just got it right away, but I didn't have control over it. I can only do it on trills for some reason. And then I just kept doing it on trills until it became easy. And then eventually I integrated it into arpeggios and other stuff. It's not a great explanation of how I got into it, but that's really how it happened for me.
I started with a straw and a glass of water. Like you take a piece of a straw and you put it in a glass of water and you try to keep the bubbles going. And then you just go, you empty your cheeks while you take a really quick breath through your nose. And then so it becomes a circular motion where you're using the cheeks as a buffer. And you can try that out in a glass of water pretty easily to see if you can keep a small stream of air going. Because you need a lot larger stream of air for an instrument. But that's why I started with a glass of water and a straw.
Yep.
Mike, should we sign out and do this again next week, or what are you feeling?
Yeah, let's do it. Mr. Big Poops. I like that name. Thank you.
Yeah, some people say they have done the straw thing before.
Chocolate milk would work. Anything you want. You got it.
Andrew, how's that going?
Connie's kind of giving us all a lesson here. We got math, we got the English alphabet, and I like how they end everything they say with a period. Let's go back through the history of the Connie, what Connie has said here. We got this one. This is back in the swear days.
Saxophone. Yeah, that one is good.
That good? What's that one?
It means someone who crawls through the rear end of a person.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that one?
Ooh. This is a derogatory term for the female sex organ.
Ooh. What was that
Actually, one? And this one is masturbation. But, instead, I'm going to do this. Let's play giant steps.
Nice.
Sorry. Mike, there's one question you haven't answered.
What? The trumpet? How do I get such strong arms?
Look at those arms, guys.
Well, I lift heavy weights with them.
Is that right?
On a regular basis.
Is that right?
I lift weights like 5 to 6 times a week, and to pull up some calisthenics and boxing, and then on top of that, I do cardio. I run many miles. I bike.
There's another question.
Yeah. Why? Well, because I regard my body as my temple and as my vessel.
Yeah.
And the better shape I keep it in, the healthier and happier I am. And the more easily I can perform my daily functions, such as playing the saxophone and performing on stage and jumping around. And it just feels good to be strong and fast. It just it's really probably the most important thing to me at this point in my life is my physical health and fitness, and it ties directly to my spiritual health also. If I'm not using my body, then my mind gets overly active. Because I meditate every day and I write every day, but there's something that exercise gives me that those things don't. There's something about, we are physical bodies, so there's something about that physical daily catharsis that takes the pressure off the mind for me, and I find it very helpful.
See, follow Mike. He has a fitness page now. It's Wilbur Fit on Instagram.
Yeah,
and there he's gonna post more fitness tips and fitness journey pics and so on.
Yeah, I'll be sharing some workouts if anybody's trying to get shredded. I'm gonna try and help you.
Few whole tones here. Mike, let's pick this up next week, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it again next week.
Are you guys gonna join us next week? Same time, same day. Tuesdays with Moon Hooch at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Heck yeah. Wait, I'm going to answer this question before we go. I would say the tenor sax, but recently I have had quite a bit of affection for the bass sax. But tenor, it will always be my favorite.
Du sprichst Deutsch, oder wie? Fanny, kannst du Deutsch sprechen? Seems like someone speaks German here. Anyway, Mike, it was an honor, pleasure talking to you.
Likewise, brother.
More to be said next week.
Yes. Tune in next week, same time, same place.
Bring your friends.
Live.
Bring more German swear words if you like. And keep asking good questions. It was fun talking about masculinity, femininity. It was fun talking about saxophones. And Kenny G. Always Kenny G.
Wow. Wait, what tune is this?
It's Hollow Sauce.
All right. I guess we don't know. Mwah. Peace. Next week, we'll be here.
Verflixt noch eins, ihr Scheiß Leute. Was ist das für eine Schweinerei?
Oh.
That was,
I'm scared now.
All the swear words all at once with the most nasty accent and attitude. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Peace.